Guys, so today I'm making this video because over the years I've learned a few different scripts, and sometimes I see people really struggling to learn scripts. Now I'm not talking about writing systems like the Mandarin writing system, that uses like characters or something. I'm talking about scripts that use something similar to how like English, for example, has an alphabet, and then you use the different letters to create a word and so on. um so I just wanted to share how I go about doing it. So basically, from the start, I don't sit there and like memorize any alphabet because it's just not it's not useful to me. It's not worth it. Like, even like for example in Punjabi, there's some little like symbols that they write to make like a certain sound or something, and I don't even know like the names of those. So what I usually do is, the first thing I like to know and be able to recognize is the name of the language I'm learning in its own script, and like how to say it. Um, because then right there, I mean, that's already like what, three, four, five letters, sometimes more, whatever, that you can recognize just from knowing that one word. Um, and then from there, it's sometimes I like to know how to write my name too. um, but then there's also like the names of countries, or especially like cities, if you can find like a map in that language. And then like a lot of cities, now this is not all of them, a lot of cities do kind of resemble the like English name for them. Or like, well, it's technically the English resembles the original name. So this is not always the case. This is not always the case. I'm not saying that it is. But a lot of times it is similar. Especially like in situations like Hungary and Matroska. Yeah. So anyway, um, yeah. So then after you have like a handful of words, and you know how to say them in that language, like how they're said in the language, and this is why I like to do like cities, like names of cities. Um, then you're gonna know all the letters, and you don't have to sit there and like memorize the letters. And then sometimes there's letters that you don't like, they're not common, so you don't see them often. So obviously you're gonna learn the letters that are most common first, obviously. um and then you'll come across that one that you don't see very often, and eventually you'll know that one too. um Now I know with languages such as like Persian, for example, that uses Perso-Arabic script. You'd kind of have to go out of your way to find like a word that has the like the because they have like three forms of most of the letters. So there's like the beginning, and then the middle, and then the end. You'd have to obviously go out of your way to find find some words that you can find that letter within the like the word to see the different forms. But if you really want to learn whatever language, then you're gonna do it. So why not? And then like with Greek, too, you have the uppercase and lowercase too. So, but that's not really that big of an issue, because I mean you can find like all caps stuff. That's a little bit easier than trying to find the Perso-Arabic variations of the letters and all these different words. But if you want to do it, you will, and nobody's stopping you. So just do it. Um, but yeah, you really don't have to memorize the alphabet in any language. Now, if you want to, you can. But if you want to, like, move quickly onto more interesting things, then highly recommend that you just learn to identify the letters within words rather than you know memorizing the alphabet. so so yeah, that's just my method of how to learn scripts. And like I said, this is not for, like, say, Mandarin or other writing systems like that. Um, so yeah, hopefully this can help somebody.